Now, let me ask you a question. Are your videos getting more views than they were last week? Are you getting more engagement on your videos? Are your subscriber counts growing each and every week? Or are your videos completely stuck? Does it seem like your channel is absolutely dead and you don't know if it's you, if it's your videos, if it's your audience that you're trying to reach, or if YouTube just absolutely hates you, to be completely honest with you? Now, if your views are stuck, I just want to let you know it's not that your content is bad, it's that YouTube hasn't figured out who to show your content to. YouTube's algorithm doesn't promote random videos. They promote patterns, patterns that actually get views and engagement and likes and comments and shares and, well, keeps people on the platform itself. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to, well, trick the algorithm to show it that I wanted to make good content for my audience instead of just posting random videos that, well, had no direction at all when it came to my channel. Because at the end of the day, we want the algorithm to work for you, not against you. This isn't supposed to be a treacherous, just like rage, anxiety inducing time. We want this to work all in tandem. And, well, I think I have just the stuff for you, so make sure you stay to the end of the video. But if you are somebody that's new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. And leave a comment in the comment section down below. What your YouTube is about. Like, what niche are you in? I would love to come check out some of your videos, so leave that in the comment. It helps out a lot. So the first thing that we kind of have to go over is the fact that there is a retention loop that you need to figure out when it comes to your videos. YouTube wants people to stay on the platform, whether that's watching your videos or somebody else's videos. So if they click on your video and they immediately leave the platform, YouTube assumes your video was the reason that they left the platform, even though there could be a lot of other circumstances and reasons that they actually got off. But the simple fact is they clicked on your video and now they are no longer on YouTube. And YouTube, to be candid, hates that behavior. And that's why if it is happening, your videos are not getting seen to the most amount of people possible. If you can hold a viewer for simply 30 seconds into your video, you're already miles ahead than majority of content creators. You kind of want to think of your content similar to Netflix. You want your audience to continuously think, oh, just one more episode, just one more video. Oh, I'll just stay until the end of this one. Oh, I will continue watching. Oh, I'm not going to leave the platform right now. This is getting too interesting. And the way that you can do that is by simple cliffhangers, or I guess mini cliffhangers throughout your video. Asking questions to your audience, asking them to comment in the comment section down below. Basically just trying to have a dialogue in the comments with your audience, because that engagement and conversation can lead to not only your video being recommended to people that are similar to the people that are commenting on your video, but it shows YouTube that you're engaging with your audience. So when it eventually pushes your content to more people and they do comment and like and subscribe, they know that you're actually going to respond to them. They know that you're actually communicate with them. They know that you're actually going to grow a community around that subset of people. And one of the ways you can really do this is by setting up a hook, or really, I guess, an expectation when it comes to your videos. Obviously, you clicked on this video because you wanted to learn how to tailor YouTube's algorithm to work for you, not against you. But if my hook at the beginning was, hey, I'm going to teach you how to cook an amazing breakfast today, and my video was all about how to retain people for your YouTube video, there would be a huge disconnect between what people expected and what they would probably be pretty upset at my video, because I did not simply give them the expectation that I set at the beginning of the video. So if your video is about growing on social media, the first thing that you should be addressing is how to grow on social media. Or throughout this video, I will teach you how to grow on social media. Or these 5 steps helped me grow my accounts. Let me show you how to do it. Those are clear set expectations. When somebody clicks on your video, they know exactly what to expect, and they're not going to be blindsided throughout your video, because that's what can really tank your retention on your video. Now, the second thing that we're going to go over comes to your click-through rate. And this is really where the magic comes in, because there's a huge compounding effect when you get your title right, you get your thumbnail right, and you get the description of your video correct. Now, this is really where the magic happens, and that's the relationship between your title and your thumbnail. Because, well, if you don't know, those two things are probably the most important when it comes to somebody actually clicking on your video. YouTube shows your video to a small subset of people to basically test your video. If everybody in that small subset clicks on your video, watches it all the way to the end, YouTube's going to assume that your video is very good and the people that they are promoting it to really like your content. So of course, they're going to show it to more people that fit the description of those people that really liked your video. And then on the flip side, if they show your video to a subset of people and everybody leaves after 5 seconds, YouTube's going to assume that your video is not very good, so it's not going to show it to more people. Now, when it comes to your click-through rate, it's really going to vary depending on your niche, your industry, what kind of videos you're making. You really want to shoot for a click-through rate anywhere between 5 and 10%. That's kind of the standard when it comes to not only YouTube, but across pretty much all social media sites. And if you can get above 10% for your click-through rate, you have the workings of a viral video, and you can expect some views to really pour into your channel. Now, when it comes to thinking of your thumbnail has to tell a story. You don't necessarily want to give all the information away in your thumbnail. You don't want to try to post your entire script in your thumbnail for somebody to read it. The thumbnail is just supposed to make the viewer curious about what your video could possibly be about before they read the title of your video to get a little bit more clarity. And the cool thing about YouTube is this is something you can actually test by doing a split test when it comes to your actual thumbnails. YouTube allows you to test up to 3 thumbnails at a time to see which thumbnail is gonna work or produce best for your video. So I would highly recommend using the thumbnail tester on your actual YouTube account, because you don't know which one's actually going to perform well unless you test them. So I personally would do like a cartoon variant of my YouTube thumbnail. I would do one that I create in Canva, and then I will also do another one that I have either an editor make or maybe I pay for a thumbnail, just to see which one performs best, because you'd be very surprised to see which ones actually perform well. It'll be the thumbnails that you think are absolutely atrocious that perform the best. And not necessarily atrocious, like when I look at them, I'm like, ooh, that's a bad thumbnail. But sometimes I'll look at them that my editor makes and I'll be like, I don't know if that's something that I would have made. It's not really something that fits into my wheelhouse, but sometimes my audience just absolutely loves it. So you really want to test out different variants. Don't do the exact same thumbnail in the exact same layout across like 3 different times. I mean, sure, that might work if you've already figured out what thumbnail works best for that video, and then it's just small tweaks. But you really want to just try a diverse selection of thumbnails just to see which one works best. Maybe you have some that don't show your face in it at all. It's just text on the screen. Maybe you have one that only has pictures and elements on the screen, no text. And maybe the third one is just a combination of both. It's just something you kind of have to play around with. But trust me, it's going to save you a lot of headache in the future if you do test them early on, so you know which one's actually going to perform well for your video. And then I also want you to think, based on the industry or the niche that you're making content in, what do other videos in that niche that perform very well, what do their thumbnails look like? Because you can definitely get some inspiration. If everybody in your niche has very similar thumbnails, it's probably because those thumbnails work really well. So that's something you'd probably want to test. But then also, you kind of want to think outside the box when it comes to your thumbnails. If everybody in your niche has a very specific thumbnail that they use, maybe you want to test that one. But then you also want to test something that's like exactly the opposite, because maybe everybody's just, following everybody else. And really, if you're a little bit different when it comes to the algorithm and just showing a different type of thumbnail, maybe you can capitalize on the monotony that is the niche that you're in. So now that you understand what your viral hook is, you understand that you need to be testing different thumbnails, and that, well, to be honest with you, they have to actually be good based on the other videos that are in your niche. We are going to talk about probably the most important thing outside of those two when it comes to your engagement triggers. What this means is when you initially post a video, any engagement that you get on that video, you want to make sure you're responding to that video within minutes if you can help it. I'm sure you probably have YouTube on your phone, so when somebody comments, they like, they subscribe to you, you should get that notification, and you want to make sure that basically as soon as you get that notification, you're responding to that comment. You're saying, hey, thanks for becoming a subscriber. Oh, I saw you like the page. Thank you so much. Which one's your favorite video? Because YouTube sees all additional engagement as the better your video does. Now, if you post a video and that video gets 2 comments, and now you reply to those 2 comments, and they also reply to those comments, you now have 6 different types of engagement on your video. So YouTube's gonna say, hey, from the very small sample size with these 6 comments on this brand new video, we should push it out to more people. So just making sure that you're staying active and engaging with other people in your comment section is really, really important. You also want to make sure that you're not only liking, you're hearting, you're commenting, but you're also asking questions in your video that are open-ended. You don't want to ask yes and no questions. You might want to ask, hey, which type of content do you think is going to perform best next year on YouTube? Do you think it's long form or short form? And in the comments, tell me, why you think so. Because you can really stir conversations and discussions in your comment section. And like I said, you're just feeding YouTube good analytics that say your video is liked by a lot of people. Now, another thing that we've kind of coined is session time hacking. And I know it sounds kind of weird, but basically what that means is when you figure out what your niche is, you want to create content that is binge watchable in that niche. So let's say, for instance, you are an HVAC business and you posted a video that's how to lower your bill this winter when it comes to your HVAC system. And that gets a ton of views, gets a lot of engagement. The next thing you should do is probably start a playlist with all types of different videos and different hacks to lower your bill in different type of seasons for your HVAC unit. Because you put out a video, it's done really well, it got a lot of engagement, and from that, people are looking for that type of content. So if you make a playlist, link it to that original video, people are going to leave that video wanting more of that same content, and now they're binge watching your entire channel. Now, not only did you get watch time from one video, but that one person is now watching the majority of your content, and YouTube loves to see that. Because not only does it show them that one of your videos is good, but now your channel as a whole should be promoted more because you make good quality content. And then probably the most important thing outside of actually making the video and responding to the comments, and it's just kind of, I guess, outside of the platform, is that consistency actually matters. Yes, you can post a video and go absolutely viral, but that doesn't mean that your channel is going to grow just because you had a viral piece of content. YouTube really promotes predictability. When you're posting at the same times every day, when you're making content that is very similar in terms of the topics that you actually go over, YouTube begins to use the algorithm in a way to promote you to the people that are going to like your content because you've already addressed the other steps that we were talking about in this video. Your thumbnail's good, you have a viral hook, you're engaging with all the comments and the likes and the subscribers on your video in your channel. Now YouTube can compile all of that data and say, okay, we understand who is looking for your content. And if you're consistently putting out new content and good content, YouTube will continue that cycle until you become exactly where you want to be when it comes to content creation, whether it be a side income, whether it be growing your business, whether it be leaving your full-time job. It's very doable, but as you've probably heard before, consistency is key. And not only that, but it's going to take YouTube some time to figure out your audience and the people that are actually going to support your content. This is not a thing where you can post 3 days in a row and YouTube's going to understand everything about the content that you produce. They understand your business or anything like that. This is a 30 to 60 to 90 to 6 months to a year long of strategy, planning, looking at analytics, changing your video types, or maybe the content that you're producing, or maybe how you produce them. Because every single tweak that makes your video better, YouTube then sees that, it understands it, and then it updates its algorithm for you specifically to get you more views. Do you understand what I'm saying? The better you understand the algorithm, the better your videos will be, and the algorithm will do its best to show your video to people that really enjoy your content. You really want to make sure that you're not just chasing views, that you're chasing a community, that you're building a support system of people that like your content, that engage with your content. Yes, sure, having a viral video is really cool. Getting 1 million views on a short or a TikTok or an Instagram reel is really nice. But if you had 1 million people that watch your video every time it comes out, I promise you that will feel better than having a viral short or reel or TikTok, because consistently being able to do that over and over again is how you become successful on this platform. And don't be afraid to go into your analytics and really see what's working well for your channel. YouTube gives you all the information that you could really ask for when it comes to growing your channel. Hey, where do my retention fall off in my videos? Hey, what does my click-through rate look like? Hey, out of these 3 thumbnails that I tested, which one performs best? Why does it perform best? So we can make sure that we use that going forward. And these are really the main takeaways that I was able to implement in my channel to go from 200 views a month to now over 20,000 views a month. I know, which is really crazy to see how fast it kind of spiked up once I started making these very simple changes, to be honest with you. And this has been Trey with Digi Dive Agency, your #1 spot to show you how to turn your content into cash flow, to scale your business and create passive income. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to get notified every time we post a video, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. What kind of business do you have? Because we would love to see, and I'm sure the people want to know. And just like that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.